basics and implementation of sentiment analysis with the Python. So this is the today's agenda. So it gives you introduction about what is sentimental analysis, the need for sentimental analysis, the application area where it is used, and what are the methods we are using in sentimental analysis, and how it is being implemented with Python, and the conclusion part. So this is our today's agenda. So moving to the introduction of sentimental analysis, sentiments. So sentiments refers to human feelings. So what we are going to do with the human feelings? So we are going to a shop, we are purchasing a product, and we are telling, we are not rating and giving an actual information whether we are giving the factual data or not. We are just giving in the form of semantics, like a semantic data. It's good or bad. So from those informations, we need to take a particular decision whether the particular product is liked by the customer or not. So that will give a better perception in expanding their business. So sentiment analysis, it comes under opinion mining. It's one of the data mining techniques where we will be extracting informations from human emotions, their feelings, their likes, their dislikes, their opinions. So from there, we will be extracting the data for better decision making. So how it is being implemented? So it is implemented with the natural language processing. So we know, so natural language processing is uses semantics. It is doesn't depend upon any particular language. It's language independent, okay, and language independent, and you can just what is the context which is being given by the customers or given by the humans. From there, we will fetch the informations and we will be taking a better decisions. It's a natural language processing. So where informations are extracted from human feeling and either will from the comments they are giving, it's a positive, negative comments, their ratings based upon the feedbacks, the questionnaires. So here we are using data in these kinds of formats. It's an automatic extractions of data and it is language independent. So semantic, this is all about a basics of semantic analysis. And so how it will be, so what are the examples how we are telling about sentiments, right? So sentiments, how it will be, like an example like this. I'm going to a particular place, a mall or anywhere, and I'm telling it's a fabulous place. So from how we are extracting the informations, so sentiment analysis, it just fetches the parts of speech or in the particular text. So what is the parts of speech? So we all know, we all familiar with the English language. Parts of speech, it contains a subject, noun, verb, adverb, pronouns, adjectives. So these parts of speech are processed in sentimental analysis, and those are used to classify or found out what is that text is defined, what is the text is meant for. So take the first example, it's a fabulous place. Place is a noun where fabulous is an adjective. So I'm picking the word fabulous. Fabulous gives a positive vibe, right? So it is termed as a positive statement. So here it is a positive. So statement is positive. So emotions, giving a positive response about the particular place of visit. It's a positive statement. Then next statement comes a second statement, negative statement. I didn't like train journey. So here when you, it's a negation statement. Obviously it's a negation. Did not, didn't. I don't like this one. I don't like this cup of tea. So it's a negation statements. So from this negation statement, we could predict whether the particular human is interested or not. So it's a kind of user opinions from the way they are expressing their emotions. So we will be analyzing their text, their data with the help of parts of speech like adjectives, nouns, pronouns, verbs. From that, we'll be able to find out what is their what is about the data, what is the what kind of information can be extracted from the data. And similarly, nowadays we are all familiar with the online shopping. We online ordering everything, and finally they will ask the employees, they will ask the to give the feedback in the form of ratings. So 5-star rating, 4-star rating. So these ratings will help you to identify the likeliness of the people. So whether they like the product or not. If you like the product, this is very good one. What you will do? You will give 5-star rating. If you don't like it, what you will do? 1-star or nil, isn't it? So here, so based upon the ratings, the humans express their emotions. So about the particular products. So here, like this, the opinions are being extracted, and based upon the opinions, decisions are made. Another feelings, another example. So Saint Mirren have pledged to undertake an urgent review of their COVID-19 testing. So what he's asking, just is urging to take the test. So it's like a feeling. So I need to do this one. It's an urgent one. It's an emergent one. So you can, by from the feelings, you can understand the context. These are some of the examples of how to identify the human emotions. From there, we can do a better decision making. So examples of sentiment analysis. So why we need to do all these sentiment analysis? Why it is, whether it is necessary? Yes, it is necessary. So in when you nowadays in this century, everyone we are using the internet. We are using social media, emails, Twitter, social blogs, everywhere. People are posting their feelings over the social media about every, even if you chat, you will give a response. For any Facebook posting, they will give a comment. For any matter, they will give a review. So those reviews either it could be either a positive or a negative sense, but it represents some kind of expressions that humans are giving. So those informations are not exact, but they are exposing their feelings. So those kinds of data, we call it as a subjective data. Subjective data or human feelings. They are not factual data. If it is a factual data, it is called as an objective data. But more and more subjective data floats in the internet. So we need to extract all those subjective data, and we need to find out what kind of feelings the humans are expressing over a particular thing. So that is the need for, that comes the sentimental analysis. Yes, we need to do a sentiment analysis for better perception, for better decision making, for better business extension. So we need to do this subjective analysis. So more subjective data is prevail in the internet. It's floating in the internet, and we are in need to do this analysis. So where these sentiment analysis are applied, that's a major broad application area. It is used in product analysis. Customers are buying a product, so where they are analyzing. So one such of people, they will find it useful. Another set of people, they want some extra features. They are not interested in the particular product. So you need to get a feedback from the customers, so that you can extend the features, or you can modify the particular product according to their demand, and you can have a better business growth. So mainly it is used in product analysis, then brand analysis, different brands, product with different brands, which brand people are liking. So you can do an analysis. And social media analysis, many informations. They are people are posting their feelings in the social media. So example, you can take a COVID-19 data. So during the COVID-19 situations, people are expressing different kinds of feelings. What is their need, and what is the situation in their particular area, and what they expect the government to do. What is the rate of spread, death, everything they are sharing. So the social media becomes one of the good platform where you can find n number of human emotions. From that, you can filter out what the particular humans are in need. So this social media monitoring, and you can it is used in customer and employee voice tracking and market analysis. So these are the broad area, business area, where the sentiment analysis is used. And irrespective to an individual, is individual. So what we will do, we will share our opinions in blogs. So if someone, your friend is posting a particular photo, you will comment. It's a nice one. It's a good one. It is not good. You will comment. Okay. So it is an individual one. Okay. And for products, you will give ratings. So this is up to an individual group. So these are the broad application scenario areas where sentimental analysis are being used. Okay. What are the methods we are using in sentimental analysis? It's actually natural language processing is a major important method which is applied in sentimental analysis. This natural language processing uses senti-word net. Senti-word net is nothing but it's like a dictionary which contains the English words and the synonyms in the form of synset. Okay, so these synsets are used to classify the particular word according to the text, whether it is giving a positive vibration or a negative vibrations. So the major important method applied in sentimental analysis is natural language processing. And for classifications, we'll go with machine learning techniques, decision tree, or techniques of information theory and coding, then semantic oriented approach. So based on semantics, we'll do this classification, and you can use any of the hybrid approaches. So these are the approaches we are using in the field of sentimental analysis. So in this talk, I'm going to specify the approach with NLP and machine learning. Only with NLP and machine learning. NLP, it uses senti-word net, and machine learning, you can use different classifiers like a naive Bayes classification algorithm, a supervised machine learning algorithm, or K-means algorithms, KNN algorithms. So any classification algorithms, the basic. So once the particular text has been filtered out and the information has been filtered out, and then we will be classifying whether it is a positive statement or a negative statement, what kind of data is this, using the whether the statement is gives a positive one or negative one or a neutral one. So that classifications will be done with the machine learning. So the approaches for this talk is NLP with machine learning. So NLP, what is an NLP? We all familiar with NLP. So it's an interaction between a machine and human language, and it applies senti-word net. Senti-word net is nothing but for each and every word in the text, it gives a polarity score. What is a polarity score? Positive. Polarity is nothing but we know polarity means positive and negative, whether the text is positive or negative. So senti-word net provides the polarity for the particular word in the text. So, and this categorized every term in the text into three numerical scores. We call it as positive score, negative score, and objective score or neutral score. So NLP is it's a language independent. It considers only the semantics of the language and is used to classify the text, the terms of the text into positive, negative, and neutral scores. Machine learning, we all familiar with machine learning. We need to pick up a particular model. We need to train the particular model. Once it is being trained, we can test any kind of data with that particular model. So NLP with machine learning. So examples. So we are speaking about how reviews are being made. I have given one such example for a product review. How I'm just telling the statement gives a positive score. So pick up a statement. Samsung is better than Nokia. Nokia is greater than China model. So I'm just comparing two brands, Samsung and Nokia. So see, Samsung is better than Nokia. Better. It's an adjective word. Adjective. So it is just describing the Nokia. So Samsung is better than Nokia. So in the first statement, better, the adjective which the parts of speech here we have used the statement as adjective. So better gives a positive vibe. And similarly, in the second statement, Nokia is greater than China model. So again, it's the greater. It is a positive vibe. It gives you positive statement. So how many positives are present in the statement? Two positive. So total two positive. And whether it is any negative is being here? No. How we are predicting it's a positive or negative? We need to analyze the each and every statement, the adverb, adjectives, pronouns, and nouns. Okay. So based upon those things and with the particular word, whether it gives you a positive sense or a negative statement, you need to count the number of positives and the number of negatives and calculate net score. And according to this particular example, the net score is 2. It's a positive value, and hence the product statement gives you a positive score. The review is positive. So likewise, not only like this, you can have n number of relationship like mutual informations you can use. You can use in entropy calculations. Okay, so in number of ways you can find out whether the statement is positive or negative. One such examples I have posted here. Okay, so what are the steps involved in sentimental analysis? So these are the steps which is being used in sentimental analysis. The first one is data collections. We will be collecting the data. So where we can find out all the data? You can use emails, you can social media platforms, you can SMS, text documents, anything, reviews, even question even pen and paper feedback can also be taken. So these are the forms of where data is being collected. And then what you need to do, you need to extract the sentiment sentence from each and every text. And from the sentence, you need to analyze the parts of speech tagging. So what is the parts of speech associated with each and every sentence? And then you need to identify the phrase associated with each and every parts of speech. What is meant? What is this POS meant for? What is this one? What is phrase indicates? In the previous example, we were discussing about better and greater. So what is this phrase? Whether it's giving a positive sense or negative sense, you need to identify the phrase. And from the phrase, you need to give the score. You need to give the score. And then this score will be converted into vector generation. Vector generation is nothing but representing all the text in the form of matrix values. Matrix values either zeros and ones, matrix values. From this, you will be finding the polarity and displaying the final classification one. So these are the processes which is being used in sentiment analysis. So this is a framework. So these are the data. So the first step is data collections. It can be email, text data, online, Facebook, Twitter data. What is the first step involving? Pre-processing. First step is pre-processing. I can import first you have to import the data. You need to normalize the value. You need to do the parts of speech tagging. Lemmatization you can do. Chunking you can do. Stemming and lemmatization. These are one of the pre-processing methods available. Stemming means removing any particular character according to the context, and lemmatization and chunking means grouping of similar words in the text from many documents or from a single documents. Okay, so these are some pre-processing things that you need to do, and then you need to extract the information extractions like clustering, entity recognition, categorization, and then you need to apply the learning algorithm. After applying the learning algorithm, you need to sentiment and do the sentiment analysis. That is, you have to do the scoring. What is a particular phrase? What is score, positive score or negative score? You need to apply scoring method or expectation risk method, complex relationship discovery, any methods you can apply to classify. You just analyze these one. So these are the sentiment pre-processing methods, and finally you can display your output in the any visualization plots. You can do it. So what is actually we will be doing in the pre-processing methods? We'll be removing the unwanted characters. We will be removing the white spaces. We will be removing the stop words. We will be, if want, you can rephrase the text according to your requirement. Remove the punctuation, something. So these are some pre-processing techniques which we will be using in the which we will be using in the first pre-processing methods. So senti-wordnet, I told you that NLP uses a senti-wordnet. So what is the use of the senti-wordnet? So senti-wordnet is used to find out the polarity score for each and every individual words. You have been given a context, that is a text. From the text, you will be identifying the POS, and from the POS, you'll be identifying what kind of phrase it is, and you have to apply the polarity score. So CentiWordNet is used to obtain the polarity score for individual words. It's a lexical resource. It's a lexical ones used for opinion and sentiment analysis. Okay. So what is this one? I told you I spoke about SysNet, right? So the one thing is that SysNet is nothing but it's like a dictionary for each and every data. So in some statement, the particular phrase will identified as adjective. In some statement will be identified as a verb or some nouns. So in different sentences, the same set of word will be represented in different formats. Okay. So since it is nothing but a group of words in particular document, so which gives you what if the particular phrase is identified as this particular parts of speech, this is the rank you have to give for adverb, for noun, and for adjectives. So you have to give a particular rank for each and every uh, phrase in the particular synset. So what the synset will do, like in a text document, we will be searching for a particular text, right? Like this, synset will check for each synset will check for the appearance of the particular word in all the domains like verbs, adverbs, nouns, everything, and it will compare the ranks associated within each and every synset. So an average of all the ranks will be combined, and from that the score will be given. It's a positive score, a negative score, or objective. Objective means it's neutral, it's nothing. Okay. So SWN provides sentiment score for English synset. Things that's nothing but synonyms. It's a word meaning associated with a particular word with respect to the parts of speech tag and their rank. For a noun appearance, what kind of rank I have to give. For an adverb, what kind of rank I have to give. So the ranks are associated with each and every synonyms, and this is being provided by the CentiWordNet. The rank is nothing but indicate the sense in which a word is most commonly used. It just nothing but rank means sense, whether it's least important or whether it is high. It has to be uh, it is highly notified. It should be highly notified. So the sense rank is nothing but the sense whether it is important or not. So based upon that only we are going to provide the polarity score. So each insert in CentiWordNet is assigned 3 sentiment score: positive, negative, and objectivity. So you can also get this CentiWordNet. It's free versions. It's publicly available with the versions 3.0. You can freely download and you can use it for your project. Okay, CentiWord. This is the use of the CentiWord. This is what this NLP is using. So different parts of how I told you now, which for each and every text is being analyzed with the parts of speech and scores being assured. What is the range of the score? The range of the score is 0 to max 1. It's not because finally we will be vectorizing all the textual document into numerical value. So in such a case, all the text will be mapped in only in the range of 0 to 1. It should be a non-zero sentiment value. It should not, you should not have it. It should not have at least 0.1 should be there. It should be a non-zero sentiment value. So how to build this CentiWordNets? So it can be built by using 2 steps: on a semi-supervised learning step and a random walk step. In semi-supervised step, we will be applying 8 classifiers. So we will be using 8 classifications. Like I told you, the parts of speech. 8 classification techniques we will be using, and based upon that, we will be predicting whether the insert is positive, negative, or objective. It's important. This method is very good. It's very good and provides a high accuracy. And another method, we call it as a random walk method. This random walk method, in every synset, it will calculate the ranks and it will averages the rank for each and every synonyms. And based upon the average, it finally decides the score. So this is commonly will be used the when the document size is very more. We can go for this random walk method. So, okay, these are this how we will be building about this sensor. So NLP and machine learning. NLP mainly uses this sentiment net to provide the score for each and every synonym appearing in the text. So examples I'm providing, like one such example, a verb, adjective, and what is a positive score and what is a negative score. Okay, and what is the rank in the particular synset. Okay, so likewise we will be giving the value for each and every synonym in the text. So scores, you know about how to calculate positive score, negative score, objective score. Neutral means you'll be calculating 1 minus of positive and negative score, and censored score will be calculated as positive score minus negative score. Overall score will be calculated from if n documents are there, the rank in each, the censored rank in score in each document will be considered, and that will become the final score. Okay, so this is how we will be uh, we will be scoring. That's polarity score we are assigning to each and every word in the text. So this is an overall view that you can use it. So I'm taking a particular text document. So we call it as a training document, and we'll be calculating the censored score. If the censored score is 0, which means it's a factual data, it is not a subjective data. So it is classified as objective, and we are not going to do anything with the objective data because it gives a factual data. We are just leaving. The censored score is not equal to 0, we will be classifying the data as a subjective data. Okay, and if the censored score is greater than 0, you will be classifying the text as a positive text. If it is lesser than 0, we will be classifying it's a negative text. And then what we will do, how many times we'll be counting how many times the positive that's positive total positives occurring in the text, and how many negative um, uh, how many negative words are coming in the text will be calculating. From this we will be finding the final score of the particular text. Okay, so this is how the total score, how we will be calculating the censored. This is a normal procedure for using this NLP. Okay, so up to this, so what is an NLP, why NLP is being used in this sentiment analysis, and how it is using, it's using the word net we have learned. The final thing that I want to share is that on implementation of NLP with Python. So practical implementations. So I have taken for this talk COVID-19 data set that I have extracted from Kaggle data set. So people who want to work, so data sets are easily available over the net, and you can use those data sets, and you can apply. These steps are enough, and when you follow these steps, you can easily implement, and you can see the result. Okay, so the practical implementations steps I have taken a Twitter data set for COVID-19, which is extracted from Kaggle datasets. So what kind of data? Is a text data. From the text data, from the Twitter data, what are the columns that I have been taken as location from where this tweets has been generated, that date of tweet, the what is the original information to be present in the tweet, and the labels, whether it's sentiments, whether it's a positive statement, negative statement, or a neutral statement. So this is my which one, this is my data, this is my labeling column. Because why I'm representing in the form of rows and columns means in machine learning algorithm we will be feeding those data and we will be doing this classifications. Okay, so first you need to describe the data. So what are the columns that you want to use it in your projects? So it's not only confined to 4, you can have a number of labelings that depends upon your requirement. So data description. So first thing is that what is necessary while implementing NLP using Python. First one is your library requirement. Yes, I need so pandas, regular expression, and natural language toolkit. So pandas. So we are using with multiple data frames and data sets. For that, you need to import a pandas and regular expressions. So all these are textual data. So when you analyze the Twitter data, you can have n number of non-alphanumeric, some special symbols, which is not which we don't want to concentrate. So you are supposed to regularize those text, those statements. So obviously to append, to remove, so you need to perform this regular expression. So I'm importing RE library and NLTK. It's a natural language toolkit. So this is a toolkit. It is used to import stop words. What is meant by stop words? So stop words is not only a full stop. It's like I'm just breaking the statement into some meaningful. Which one is important? Which one is not important? There is, and it those words can also be used as stop words. So stop words are mainly used to pick the essential terms in the text rather than reading from the beginning till the end of the punctuations or full stop. I'm just going to break the statements with some stop words. Stop words can be this, is, or anything. Okay. So NLTK, it's a natural language toolkit. So NLTK, this will import the module stop words. So these are the necessary libraries we need to do it. So here, so step one, import the libraries. So pandas, numpy. For mathematical and scientific analysis, I can use this one. And for visualization, you can use Seaborn and Matplotlib. And for regularizing that, removing and adding, you can use regular expression. And for importing stop words, import NLTK. Okay, so this is the first step that you need to do, import necessary libraries. And second step, I need the data, right? You need to read the data. So the data can be read in the form of CSV file. So you need to do the reference data is equal to pd dot read the read CSV file. This is the name of the file. This is the name of the file, and it is being encoded in Latin, which means up to 256 unicodes the text it will be considered. Okay, and then you just put a descriptor df, and df dot head means it will show you. So what are the data present in the particular file. So here we have used the So here we have extracted using the Twitch original. We label what are the columns we need: locations, tweet, original tweet, sentiment. When you analyze the original tweets, you just see I have an ampersand symbol, I have some URLs here, and some extra dots is there. Then hash symbol is there, isn't it? So some things are is needed, which is we won't mind it, right? So we need to remove all these. You are eliminate. For elimination of these unwanted symbols and URLs, we are using this regular expression library. Okay, RE file. Okay, so these are the some data. This is the first visualization that we have obtained from the tweet named as Karana. This also available online only. So Karana NLP train.cs is name of the file. Okay, so if you want to see in a visualization plot means, so see these sentiment, neutral, positive, positive, extremely negative. So you can, how many negative statements, how many extremely negative statements, how many positive statements I have, it's being present in the document. So you can use this map, Seaborn and Matplot to visualize the counts of those statements present in the document. Okay, so in the X, I'm using the sentiment. Okay, so data is equal to df, which means from this descriptor, df is a descriptor which points to the data in which order you are going to plot, in the form of extremely negative, negative, neutral, positive, and extreme positive. So I'm just going to find out how many what type of data is being present in the text. Okay. Next one, fourth step is that removal of unnecessary characters, special characters or any symbols using RE. Okay. So see RE, how you have to use. So RE dot compile at. So you just remove it. So you just remove it from A to Z A. So any letter before at. Okay. Plus hash symbol. Okay. Any open bracket. Okay. So anything, if whatever unwanted things before these uh, characters and numbers, you just remove it. Okay. And this what you have to do it. From there you have to do it. For I in DF. DF refers to the particular DF. This is DF refers to this file. From the DF, from DF, what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider the original tweet column. We can check here. It's an original tweet column. It's one of the label column in the particular file, which is being identified by the descriptor df. Okay. So from here, for I is equal to 1, for I in df, original tweet from beginning to end of the document. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, which is not, okay. So tweet column tweet dot append. I'm going to append a new data, new column. What is the new column? The name of the column is clean tweet. After removing all the unwanted and special characters, I need to show the result, right? So this result can be added to the existing same Excel file or Excel sheet format, CSV format in the form of appending. You can append a new column. Okay, clean data. So like this one. So df, so the file pd.data frame with column with dot append reg, which is reg means I'm just after removing all the unnecessary characters. Okay, starting from the beginning till the end of the CSV file, I'm just adding a new column called as cleaned to it. Okay, so this is the fourth step. Remove unwanted data from the original to it. Okay, we can see the cleaned data here. Okay, so first one is what are the, not only unnecessary or special symbols will be removed, even the username. If I am sending, I am posting the data, I am not important. The content what I am representing is important. So the username is also being eliminated. Okay, it's also being cleaned. So when you check out the original to it at me nearby, it's being given. It's a username. It is being removed in the cleaned data. Okay, so username, then this HTTPS URL is also being removed. Okay, so these special symbols, unwanted characters, and URLs, usernames will be removed from the original tweets, and a cleaned data will be generated here. Okay, so this is the fifth step. That is, you can view the cleaned data, and then I need to convert it into tokens, right? So after this one, I need to split out. So for that, I'm going to use um, uh, TFID. It's called as a term frequency inverse document. Term frequency inverse document. Frequency, we know how occurrence. So in the particular document, how many times a particular text, a particular word has been occurred. So the frequency of number of times or number of terms the particular text or particular word has been appear in the document. Okay, I'm going to identify. For that, I have to extract I have to import TFID. It is called term frequency inverse document vectorizer. Okay, this is present in sklearn. Okay, so from this you need to import this vectorizer, and then you have to specify the stop word. You need to set the stop words. Okay, you have to set the stop words, and then you have to use this vectorizer. How many times the particular word has been repeated. Okay, so convert the text into matrix of tokens. You just, and this is the sixth step I'm going to perform. And next one, I need to train the data. Okay, I need to train the data. For training, obviously we'll go with machine learning. The model you can choose. Here it is being special as naive bias. If you want to change any classification, random forest, SVM is there, decision tree is there, which one you want, you can choose it. This is according to your requirement. Data we just convert it into token. Which data we want to train it? We want to train the clean Twitter data. Okay, so this clean Twitter data which is being vectorized, that has been trained. Okay, which has been trained. Okay, so and then you just import this encoder. So encoding, it will transforms. Okay, it will convert if into same Unicode format. It encode and then Boyton. So which are the two things you are going to compare? The Twitter, the cleaned tweet and the sentiment values. So you can view in this column. So sentiment versus cleaned tweet. So this one, what is the cleaned tweet referring? It's a neutral statement. What is the statement refer? It's a positive statement. So we are going to classify the clean tweet according to three category scores, which is represented in the sentiment column. Okay. So here I'm going to train, I'm going to extrain. In the x-axis, I'm going to take the clean tweet. I'm going to produce what kind of data, which is, and we're going to represent the white line. So a clean tweet versus sentiment. Okay. And then I'm applying this naive bias classifications, the classifier X-train and Y-train. So I'm just training the model. So when these tweets comes and what kind of sentiments I have to produce. So I have trained the model. Once we train, what we have to do? We need to test the model. Okay. So so test means again we need to take the original Twitter data. We need to clean all the unwanted everything with using regular expression, and then we need to apply the same vectorization model, and then you need to do the classifications. Okay. So after applying this one, we are going to test the data. I'm going to take a new file or new set of tweets. Okay, and then this is the text data that I have taken. The same thing, whatever you have did in the training session, I'm going to repeat it for the testing, and finally I'm going to predict the accuracy, what kind of accuracy has been occurred between testing and training and testing data. Okay, so I'm going to use RE library to remove especially characters and symbol. Everything which you did in the training stage, I'm going to do it again in the testing phase. This I'm getting the cleaned data. After getting the clean data, I have to perform X test and Y test. That is, I'm going to do the testing with this cleaned and sentiment data. Once I have the data, test data and train data, what I have to do? I have to do the predictions. So what are the prediction methods you can use? You can use Persian method, you can use recall, you can use F score, and you can use accuracy. Any metrics you can use to find out what is the actual um, thing happen between testing and training data. Okay, so here accuracy metrics has been used. Okay, between actual and predicted, and the accuracy calculation has been given here. So accuracy means how many false positives and how many true false positive rate and true positive rates you need to calculate it, and you have to print the accuracy matrix. Okay. So this you can visualize either in a chart or any bar chart, any curves you can use it. So accuracy classifications. This program you can use for any kind of data, not only for Twitter data, any kind of textual data you can use it. Okay, so Python, it gives an inbuilt libraries and import functions with which you can compute and you can find out what is the subjective data associated with each and every textual documents. Okay, and so this is your final talk about this today's session. And what we discussed in today's sessions, we discussed about what is sentimental analysis and how that there are many methods. I mean, not many methods apart from NLP is the base. Apart from NLP, you can go with multiple approaches to classify your data. So here we have we have learned about machine learning with the Python implementations And this implementation, it can be applied to any kind of data, and it can be used to make a better decisions. Thank you. If any queries, you can ask.
Now the session is open to audience. Audience, you have any question you can ask, or you can post it in the chat box also. Audience, you have any question you can ask. You can post the questions in chat box also. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, the session was very, very useful and informative for us, as well as also to our participants. Thank you so much, ma'am. The concept that you explained about the sentimental analysis and business view and applications of machine learning and NLP with machine learning, and also a lot of process that involved in the sentimental analysis was very, very informative and innovative for us, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your presence, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I invite Mr. Bharat Babu, sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, all. I deem it honor and privilege in proposing a vote of thanks. First and foremost, I express my sincere gratitude to the management for providing the opportunity to conduct this virtual PDP program. I thank our management for being a strong pillar of support in all our endeavors. My heartful thanks to our Dean and College of Science and Humanities and SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Ramapuram, and Vice Principal Academic and Vice Principal of Admin, and our Head of the Department of MCA for their never-ending guidance and supports. I thank this opportunity to thank our Chief Guest, Dr. A. Nesarani, Ma'am, Associate Professor in KL University in Andhra Pradesh. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the resource persons for the various technical sessions and the delegates for their enthusiastic participations in this professional development program. I, I thank our faculty members and non-teaching staff members, and my sincere thanks to all the participants on various colleges who are willing in their responses, and my special thanks to our students for MCA and BCA Data Science for their contributions. We assure the session 8 will be more beneficial and informative to all of us. And once again, I thank our chief guest to explaining the detail of sentimental analysis and analysis. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Dear participants, we came to the final session of our PDP program. Thank you for your enthusiastic participation in this event. On behalf of the management, SRM-IST, Department of Computer Application, Ramapuram, I would like to thank all the participants, those who participated in this 12-day session. I hope this 12-day session was very useful for us, innovative and informative for all the participants. I would like to thank all the chief guests of all the sessions. Thank you all. On your busy schedule, you gave your presence here. I would like to thank the head of the department, Vice Principal Admin, Dr. Dilipan sir, for organizing event like this. And I like to thank all the committee members of the event and conveners of the event, Dr. Uma Shankari ma'am and Indumadi ma'am, for organizing this event and completing this event in very grand success manner. Once again, I thank all the chief guests and all the participants of this event. We expect all your support for our upcoming events also. Thank you one and all present here. Dear participants, the link is posted in the chat box. Kindly fill the feedback link and attend that questionnaire link without fail.
Ma'am, it says we need permission. Ma'am, it says we need permission, ma'am. It isn't working.
The group, ma'am. We'll post it in the group.
The quiz link is asking permission, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. We'll post it in the PDP group, ma'am.
Anybody is asking, we have to separate.
If you have any query in this link, kindly
ask.
ask me in the separate manner. We'll post it in the link in the quiz PDP group also. Suppose the link is not working, we'll post it again in the PDP group. Thank you.
Morning, ma'am.